season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, it's the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will put total weather to crank us up. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Georgia. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through it, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the ball first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollack played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed-up old guy. I heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, makers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to...
And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Sooners send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Kicking team. So Georgia's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. Receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got this.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Dogs!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. Turning it on. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. From the gun, give on the inside. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on?
SEC today. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. Harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the...
There he goes! Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Running to Green. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Bettis. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
how explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Sooners will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Brown. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 40. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a...
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody
couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Let's go! Let's go! He'll keep it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork.
He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Dropping back, it's Bettis. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Gonna let it fly. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Bunch formation for these receivers. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner goes down. and Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And there was no... Go just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
It's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On his way back from the 20. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ramsey. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flag. Third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team. After that last fake, I think we know why he's a punter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside. inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a fronting.
It's a fumble! The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Unleashes one. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's Bettis. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain with your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's past the 30. Good call, good execution. They move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. The ball is out behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They go to the ground. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. The give out of the gun. Finding open areas. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. Breaks into the open. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
It's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David.
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. To the ground to try to move the chains. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. Got the first down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game, and they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. They're all going to get drafted, but they play for each other. They play with fight. They play with aggression, and that's why you always see them near the top of the defenses in all of college football.
From the gun, the ground game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need to...
Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Give to the big fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play, too. You get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He did not make it a stonewall on third down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Give to the running back. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.